All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I've been running around with my head cut off all afternoon. Let me get some water real quick. It's like 90 degrees out, so it's about 7 o'clock and it's still that hot. But just got done mowing. I did 10 accounts today, knocked out all the lawns. There was actually a pretty bad windstorm, so mowing was half the time, so I had to pick up a bunch of branches. It took me way longer than I thought. I just loaded up the New Holland skid loader and our new dump trailer, and we're gonna run down, and I am actually trading a guy for my skid loader for his Kubota. The New Holland for the Kubota. Straight up trade. Actually, technically it's not a straight up trade. I'm getting an attachment with his Kubota and I'm not giving him any of my attachments. So yeah, we got that all figured out. I'm about 2 hours late because, like I said, lawn mowing took way longer than I ever thought it was going to be. So I'm heading out right now. Literally picked up so many branches today. There were all these little twigs that fall because, you know, it was pretty windy. Anyway, what's really nice is the guy's really close to me. So I've been texting him, telling him how late I am, saying sorry. But it's I think he's the owner of some horse auction ranch deal. I'll kind of talk to him more about it once we get there. But the thing about this is it's a Kubota. It's a 95.2. I've been doing my research on it. I like the New Holland and stuff, but when I saw this guy was looking actually for a New Holland on Facebook Marketplace, then he was willing to trade, I started doing more research on the Kubotas. There's a few things about the New Holland that I don't really like. It's pretty beefy. The super boom is nice, but I've heard a lot about the reliability of Kubota, and I've already had a few problems on the New Holland. And I kind of value assess them, and honestly, in my opinion, the Kubota is worth a little bit more. And I got him to throw in the mulcher, which is not cheap. That's like 20 grand added on. So he's going to throw that on there with it. Now, his is 2 years older than mine, and it's going to be used. Obviously, mine's going to be used for his, but we'll get it all figured out. I'll see you guys once we get down to his ranch. What's really nice though is that it was only a 10-minute drive to get into town here. There was a bit of traffic, but not too bad. Here is the GPS. Oh, there it is. There's the Kubota right there. Nice. So this is, you know, traffic's coming, but this is his place. It looks like a horse ranch. I've driven by here a few times. What does it say? Cattleman, livestock auction. He has two of those things. Right here it is. I don't see him, but he's got the Kubota out here, probably running, doing something. I'm gonna quickly look at it before he gets here. It's a 95.2S. Don't know crazy much about Kubotas, but I think I'm getting a good deal. And then it's got this insane mulcher on the front, which I'm really excited for because we're getting into like the logging business a little bit more. And I hear you can make a bunch of money from mulching. But it does look pretty beastly. The only thing, it technically doesn't have like the forestry armor on it or the beef, where it usually has like a protective bar over front, and there's a bar here. So if a tree were to come down, then it wouldn't like shatter the glass and stuff. But I think we're gonna be fine. I won't go too crazy with it. Let's go ahead and get this unloaded. When he does come out, and when he comes out, I'm gonna probably put the camera away because it's gonna be kind of weird talking to a guy and sticking a camera in his face. So I'm not gonna record the interaction or whatever. But hopefully it goes good. Hopefully we get this thing traded up, and I'll have him test drive it and everything. So very cool. There they are side by side. They're pretty similar. The super boom, it gives you an extra like 5 feet compared to this one, which is super nice. But it's I'm looking forward to the Kubota. I think it's a little beefier, a little stronger. Pretty sure it's got more horsepower and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna talk to the guy. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we got it. The trade went good. It's 9:45, and I haven't even eaten dinner. Just got off work when I went over there, and it was an hour and a half. We talked for like 30 minutes, and then we looked at the skid steers. But super cool guy, really nice guy. I'm happy with the trade. He's happy with the trade, so that worked out good. I'm gonna head back to the shop. I want to get it unloaded tonight, but my stomach's growling, man. I gotta get back and eat. But I got a job for this thing already in the morning. That's why I was hoping this trade worked out, because I had a job lined up, and pretty bad management part on my side because to say I didn't get the trade and I didn't get the Kubota with the mulcher. I don't know what I was going to tell the customer, but anyway, it worked out good, so don't have to worry about that. And in the morning, I will see you guys. Got to get this unloaded, but we'll have a fun mulching job in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. It seemed like we started off the video in the same spot, but now it's 7 in the morning. I'm getting going, getting my cup of joe here, and it's a beautiful day. It is 7. It's actually okay. It's 7:30. I am running a little bit late. God dang, this is just like last night. But anyway, we're heading to a job. It's not going to be a super hard job. It's actually a perfect job for me to get used to the Kubota and to just get my bearings with it and how it all works. But it's a farm field, and it seems like all our jobs are farm fields, and hopefully we keep getting more and more, because I think a lot of the farmers like tell their buddies and stuff and their farming friends like, hey, this guy can clear some land and stuff. So I think it's good we got the beefy Kubota. But anyway, about the job, it was logged. There was a farm that had that was divided by trees. It then got logged. Then the farmer built a fence to separate the two fields, but the loggers never took out the stumps. So in most of the stumps are actually fairly high. So I'm not sure what kind of equipment they had, but they just never took out the stumps, which I don't know like exactly how logging works and stuff. I'm not an expert, but maybe all companies do this, maybe they don't. But they left the stumps behind. The farmer knew they were going to do that, but now we need somebody to come take them. So our 30-bit mulch blade, I think we'll be able to handle it. I think it's about 15 stumps, which is quite a bit. In some, I think he said in diameter 30 plus inches. Maybe one was 50, like one really big one. But we just got to the farm. It was a solid hour, 20-hour, 30-minute drive, and then we had to go on gravel roads for a while. So I got my perfectly good trailer, my brand new trailer, all dirty for the first time, and it's totally fine. But here we go, guys. The teeth are fully sharpened. I put all new teeth on here after the trade, because the guy did use them pretty good, but you guys can kind of see that's how it is. This really, the outer ring of teeth really like make the cut, and then for like extreme mulching and like mulching the twigs in the wood to the ground, those bottom 6 are the ones that do it perfectly. So there we go. I'll show you guys kind of what we're looking at. I should probably shut off my truck. That is not good, but here, let's take a quick little walk. So it looked like, or wait, let me understand how this fence is brand new from my understanding, and this was the only row of trees left. Or wait, the guy was telling me about it. So he owned these fields south of here, the fields that you can see down here, and then he just recently bought one from a guy who was selling it. And so I don't think he really was able to get any of these trees out like 10 years ago and stuff, and all those are good, but this is where he's adding on. So then I think he built this fence after they logged it, I want to say. Now it looks pretty straight. It looks like he didn't have to dodge any trees, but so I think the loggers came in, they cut the trees, and then he built the fence, and then now he needs to take out the stump. So it shouldn't be a big deal. And then next spring he should be able to make this field at least quite a bit wider. This one, he probably wants some way to like drive around the field, but I feel like he can make it a bit wider as well. So that's where we come in. Like I said, fairly easy job, not too worried about it, but it's going to get my hands a little dirty. It's going to make me kind of learn the Kubota and learn the mulcher. I haven't used a mulcher like this before. I've used something very similar, and like it should be just fine. So it looks like we're going to go as high as we can. I'm curious. This one is a pretty big stump. Let's see how she cuts here. There we go. Get in there. And then it looks like I can just keep walking it down. And this is where it's really nice. Once I get in a spot where I feel like I'm cutting it pretty good, just keep bringing it down. There we go. Boom. And then this is where I want to... The only bad thing about... It's not bad, but it is maybe a little harder to get fully flush with the ground, or at least go in a little bit than the big drum mulchers you see. The thing I like about the disc mulchers is they're a little more precise, and I think they're a little more powerful for what you're going to hit like directly. And they make a little better cuts, like if you're taking down a tree that still has limbs on it and everything. But I wouldn't ever want to take down a huge tree just in case it like fell on me or something. That would be bad. There we go. Keep knocking it out, and we should be good. And that's it. Like that, guys. We got our first 2 down. It wasn't bad. Okay, this is a different type of tree. I think it looks like it's a birch. I want to say it's a birch. You don't see many birch trees around here, but I wonder if the wood is any tougher. We'll kind of see. There we go. Keep pressing. It seems like it's honestly a little softer, in my opinion. There we go. Keep mulching away. Perfect. That was pretty quick. There we go. Mulch, mulch, mulch. I'm going to try and not be afraid to like dig in, but hopefully there aren't any big rocks that I hit today. Those don't sound good, and sometimes I mean, I have a pretty big blocker for rocks and other like debris, but still there is a chance that when I stick her down to try and get it just below ground level, that way, you know, you never hit it, you never have anything happen with it. Or wait, I just realized this. If I'm just taking out the stumps and the roots are still there, somewhat surface level, he's probably not planning on tilling it. He's probably not planning on turning it into a like tillable acres. So, because I feel like if he was, he would bring out an excavator, totally dig up the ball of roots, and then fill it back in with some dirt. Because what I'm doing is not, I mean, I do go like a solid like 4 inches into the ground, 3 at most. Right, this tree's pretty small. but I don't do what like an excavator would do. So that's interesting. I guess I never really thought about it and to ask him what his plan was. I just assumed he was going to turn into farmland, but hopefully you guys enjoy this time lapse and let's get to work. All right, looks like we're done with this side. It wasn't too bad. I counted 11 stumps that we just took out, and then it only looks like there's like a handful over here, like 4 or 3 almost. So it's not bad. Like I said, really simple job. I'm not charging the guy that much because, one, I don't have a bunch of experience. I don't want to I don't feel like I should be charging somebody if I'm not the best man for the job right now, but it's a really good job too. And I bidded him really low because I wanted the job, but I knew it was a simple beginner job that wouldn't take much. There we go. 2 of these trees, I don't know why, but they didn't take off. And I mean, they probably have big equipment. They weren't doing things by hand, but the loggers didn't take out this little branch. It just looks really bad. I guess stumps look bad anyway next to a fence line in between a fence line and a field, and they should be taken out. But still, I feel like you would at least take out that decent sized branch. It just doesn't look right. And there we go, guys. We are done. This side took maybe 15 minutes at most, 10. I want to say 10 minutes. So I'm going to get this back loaded up. I'll go talk to the farmer and just see what he's doing if he is around. Otherwise, I'll just send him an invoice. No big deal. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. The SVL 95-2S Kubota is a beast. I love it. The disc mulcher on the front, that thing is amazing, and I'm happy I put new teeth on it too, just so I know it's working good and we aren't gonna have any problems. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Please smash the like button on your way out, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.